So I'm Richard Schmidt, and I met Hussein probably around 1999 or 2000. I opened up a fly shop in Ocean Springs, which is a great way to make a small fortune. You start off with a large fortune. 3 years later, it's small.
Just like boat building.
Yes, very much the same.
Richard and I put some thought into it, and obviously we had the Curlew, and it's a far too big of a boat for their operation they need. We kind of threw together a little boat and started doing a little testing with it, and found out that it ran really, really well, super stable, drafted little to nothing compared to what we're used to. I mean, our Curlew's a much deeper drafting skiff, but it rides really well. Obviously there's some give and take. It's 16 foot and it's a 6-foot beam, so it's not a little boat by any means. And we did some testing running around, and he said let's go for it. So we made a mold, and it all kind of went from there.
If you've been in Hussein's shop and you see the work that they do, it's really second to none. I mean, his attention to detail is incredible. So when I laid eyes on the first skiff that he pulled out of the mold and had the cap on, I'm just blown away at the aesthetics. And not only does it look good, it's tough as nails. That's one thing we experienced with our other skiffs. At the end of one season, the caps had come off. We've run 2 trips in them so far with a group of anglers that were really fishy guys, and everybody caught huge bull redfish out of the skiffs. They pulled super shallow. They got on top of tailing fish. Just amazing, and not one stress crack or not. I'm blown away. Super durable. And like you said, the biggest thing is self-bailing. Now, the thunderstorms come, and I'll be laying in bed while just like, oh my gosh, I'm about to have a whole bunch of sucking skiffs out there.
Everything on the boat's infused. I mean, everything's glassed together. Nothing's just relying on an adhesive. It's got a mechanical and a chemical bond, and everything's sealed. The below deck, we did put some foam in it, obviously for the Coast Guard, to make sure that they're happy and everybody's safe.
I'm really excited about Hussein. He's named all his boats after something about the Chandelier Islands, like the Curlew and the Freemason. Of course, he doesn't have a name for the 22 yet, but I'm sure it's going to come, and it's going to be freaking awesome. But for him to name the boat after the Pelican, which is an establishment that's been out there since 1983. It's as much part of Chandelier as anything. It's a constant, and it's been a place of refuge, and it's been a place of good times, and it's always going to be there as long as we can. And so I'm super excited about the ZCB Pelican 16.